Hello everyone and welcome to this Adobe Illustrator video where today I'll be teaching you everything you needed to know about Adobe Illustrator. So what is Adobe Illustrator? So Adobe Illustrator is a program that helps you print banners, logos, designs or make them digitally all together. Okay? After you open Adobe Illustrator, you'll be greeted with this screen where it says Welcome to Illustrator. And then you'll see that we have some presets in front of us already ready for use, and one of them are letters, postcards, iPhone X, HDV, and over here if you click on this button you'll be taken to more presets. And then if you scroll down, you'll see that it will show you some recent files that you have already used in Adobe Illustrator. Okay, now that we're done with this part, let's go ahead and teach you what you need to know about the rest of Adobe Illustrator interface. So first thing you need to know, on the top side over here, we have our menu bar where there are a few menus we can select from. But if we select one of them, you can see there are various amount of options you can select. So first is the file menu. Here you can choose anything from new artboards to new templates, and also open your previous recent files, and then you can close, save, then also check your version history, export the file for any way you want. After that, there are also scripts, which is very important for programmers. Then we have print and also the exit button. And you'll notice that for every option that we have over here, there is a keyboard shortcut on the right side. For example, new is Ctrl+N, new from template is Shift Ctrl+N, and so on. All right, let's move on to the next menu, which is edit. Over here, you will find everything related to the edit factory. So here there is undo, redo, cut, copy, paste, and then we have paste in front, back, and paste in place. These are different forms of paste, but they are the same. Then we have paste on all artboards, paste without formatting, and then clearing. Then we can find and replace, find next, spelling, edit custom dictionary, and also there are many more options. For example, there are some preset options over here, some color settings, and assigning their profiles, keyboard shortcuts. Over here you can assign all your keyboard shortcuts that seems really relevant to you, so that's up to your handling. Then you have my settings where you can export or import your previously settings, or if you want to import it, or if you want to get a setting from another computer, you can do that from here. Then you have preferences over here where you can edit the way the general selection and anchor display and all these things will be shown to you. You can edit the way they're being shown to you. All right, now that we're done with this part, let's move on to object. Over here in object, you can see that we have everything related to shapes that will help us in Adobe Illustrator. This is pretty helpful because when you start practicing Adobe Illustrator, you'll be using this a lot. So I'll be teaching you all about this later on in another video. After object, we have type. So after you select type, you'll see that we have some glyphs, fonts, and then size also over here. Then we have type conversions. After that, we have multiple options over here. I'll leave them for you to discover it for yourself. I cannot explain everything in one video. Then we have select, where it will select all the work in your artboard using this option. Then you can see there's deselect, reselect, inverse, next object above, below, same object, and then etc. After that, we have effects. Here you can apply 3D effects or a lot of different types of effects. As you can see over here, there are Illustrator effects and there are also Photoshop effects for our help. And you'll find that all of them are very, very useful in order to make our artboard work. Okay, so after that we have view. So let's select view, and here you can see that we have everything related to how we want to view our Adobe Illustrator, and it will also help us fix our screen mode, zoom in, zoom out, and there are also shortcuts over here you can learn from. Now after that we have window, where you can actually use this option to help you fix the amount of tools or the amount of palettes you need for your Adobe Illustrator. Then we have the help menu, where you will go if you are losing all hope on not knowing how to use Adobe Illustrator. All right, now let's open a new file. You can see after I opened a new file, a new document pops up in front of me, and here there are a couple of options before you. First is the recent option, where you will see that all the recent items that you have made or even edited in your custom will be present here. After that we have the saved option, where if you have saved any file before you actually used Adobe Illustrator, will be present over here. Since I didn't use it, I don't have any files present. Then you have the mobile option, where it will present you all the blank mobile artboard resolutions in pixels. Keep in mind. After that we have web. It will also show you all the presets for your web design in Illustrator. Then we have print, and in print you can see that we have A4, print large, legal, B5, B4, A3, tabloid. Unlike web and mobile, they are not in pixels, they are in PT. Okay, then we have film and video. Here there are back in pixels, and we have different types of presets over here that we can go through from. After that we have art and illustration. Here you can find every preset relating to art and illustration, and it's pretty good. All right, and they're actually measured in points, as you can see over here. Now now that we're done with this part, I will explain to you what what this side actually does. All right, first things first, preset details. Over here you can see it is named as Untitled 1. I'll rename it to Hello World. Okay, so Hello World. This is basically where you write down your file name. All right, after you're done with that, let's go back to the width and height. The width and height are basically, the measurements of your artboard. If you want to increase the width or height, you can do so by adding more points or reducing more points, or numbers. But now I want to put it in pixels, and here next we have the orientation. Oh, I almost forgot. If you click on this drop down menu, you'll find that there are different forms of SI units or measurements that you can use in order to make your artboard. There are pixels, points, picas, inches, feet and inches, yards, millimeters, centimeters, and meters. Okay, after that you have artboards. So what are artboards? Artboards are sections of workspace that hold exportable artwork. Okay, and if you increase the number of artboards, you'll see that it is also being shown in our Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so say I want to show you 2 artboards, I'll just click 2 over here, or I can just type it down over here. Next we have lead, which I'll explain to you later. Just let me explain advanced options over here. First we have the color mode. There are 2 types of color mode. Okay, RGB and CMYK color mode. RGB color mode is usually used for creating illustrations digitally, whereas CMYK color mode is used for printing art illustrations, or any posters, banners, or designs or logos onto a shirt, or it can be on a company headline. So this is why we use the CMYK color, but for digital work we use RGB color. You can notice that when I put CMYK color over here, it shows a caution sign. This is because the chosen color mode is different from the color space defined by the document profile. The panel content may not match the new color mode. Okay, so let me change it back to RGB. After that, we have raster effects. So raster effects is basically the amount of resolution that we will need in our artboard. Okay, so raster effects fix the resolution, which also affects our output quality. And remember, the higher the resolution, the higher the quality. Okay, now you can see over here we have four options: high, medium, screen, and 36 ppi. So first, the high option over here, or the high and medium option over here, is usually used for printing art and illustrations. All right, but the screen 72 ppi option over here is used for digital art illustrations, and also the 36 ppi. All right, so now I'll turn it to high over here. After that, the preview mode over here is, there are three types: there is default, pixel, and overprint. I'll just choose default for now. And if you want to delve in more options where you can edit your artboard in, just click on more settings over here, and it will take you to a separate window where it will say that more settings, and you can edit any more information you want from here. All right, now let's create our document. Okay, now you can see that we have two artboards just as we have selected before, and now we have a few new things. As you know, on the top it's our menu bar, then on the left side we have our new toolbar, on the right side we have our palette. Okay, now I want to teach you some things about our palette and toolbar. Say I want to accidentally remove this and delete it. Okay, say I accidentally removed this and deleted it. Now, where are my tools? How am I gonna work? If you ever do this, you can just go back to the window, then go to workspace. After that, select reset essential classics. Then you can see that your toolbar and your palette come back all at the same time. Okay, so that is all for this video. I hope you have understood what the Adobe Illustrator program is, and thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.